Oh.
Oh, he's worse than me.
Oh, dear me. Well, now you see him, now you don't. Magic act.
I'd say that was right on cue, weren't it? He couldn't have done it better
Oh,
himself.
pretty good, that. Pretty good, that. Houdini. Muggsy the magician.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, here he is.
You know what? Hey, I literally just pressed start live, yeah, and it went off.
Oh, dear
Oh,
me.
it was. Oh, mate, I literally just pressed start and it went off and it went, not your fault, try again. Oh, mate, listen, I've uploaded my computer, everything is fine, yeah, there's no update, so it's definitely not me, it must be something else. So apologies, yeah, but we're here. Anyway, guys, evening all, Jay, evening, my friend.
Evening, mate, how are you? Good to see you all.
Good.
Absolutely, it's nice to have all four of us on. Straight from the start,
Yeah.
2 hours of
For some reason I couldn't get in. I don't know why. I just couldn't get in at the first. I don't know what happened.
Slick.
Yeah. Very slick.
Oh, mate,
you got this tall to join this show, Jay.
What's that, mate?
You got this tall to join this show.
Over 5'10", I'm out.
It's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
I'm out.
Anyway,
yeah, thanks for taking a nick over my height all week. That's a proper boost in my confidence. That.
Well, you've not been there to defend. You've not been there to defend yourself, so it's been too easy. I know you're not allowed to film in class.
Well, dare I say it? I've been busy.
get out of it. Well, we're not having that. I'm not having that.
Anyway,
sorry, mate.
Let you have the night off, Steve. Have you been good or something? How come you've got the night off?
Oh, mate, well, I was just saying to the lads before we come on, we're terrible, mate. But yeah, it's
good to see you. It's good to have you on.
I'm off today, so yeah, it's that's the reason, mate. But yeah,
oh my,
enjoy it. Oh, couldn't miss this one. Had to come on here for sure. But, first thing first, as is customary, guys. I mean, you have to bear with me. I'm actually forgotten some things of what I've got to do and all that. Like, I have been on the computer for a long time, so yeah. First thing first, though, is we'll see who's in the house who's reported in. And at 5:07 this afternoon, our good friend Tony. Evening, Tony. Tony's joining us. Evening, Tony.
Evening.
Cottage Reef, as always. Our good friend John. Evening, John. Hope you're well, my friend. Techers. Report evening, Techers.
Please ignore dripping mugs here before you get to it. Just.
What's that?
What's he up to now?
Ignore dripping. Just move past it.
Oh, hey, go past him. Go past him. Let's have a look. Lee's in the house.
Evening, Lee.
Evening, Lee.
Good luck
Hope
tonight.
you're well.
With
hey,
show.
Yeah,
yes.
Good. Yeah, any of you guys after this live stream, go over on Parker's Reef. Video on Lee. Is at about 10:15, I think he said. So yeah, go over there. I'm going to be watching it for sure. Yeah, on Parker's Reef.
Dripper, well done, Lee.
Evening, Dripper. Hope you're good, my friend. He's mad, that lad. He's absolutely off his head. Let's have a look. Yeah, Janet. I don't know your surname, mate. So apologies. I'm not even going to pronounce it. So yeah, Janet. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Skids. Evening, Skids. Stuart. Again, evening, Stuart. Gills Aquarium. Good evening, Liam. Hope you're well, my friend. UKM 120 is in the house. Reef 216. Evening, Reef 216. Darren. Evening, Darren. Hope you're good, my friend. And yet he's saying, I haven't seen the Parker's Reef episode. That is after this show, mate. 10:15. Haley, evening, Haley.
Is it live or is it pre-recorded? Live.
Premiere.
I think it's a premiere. Yeah.
Wow. What? So it's been round his house? So Lee sent him the footage.
No, he must have sent. Yeah, he must have sent him the footage. He's not flew through Australia to go there. Yeah, I think he sent him the footage. Well, yeah, but you never know. You never know.
But he turned me down.
I can't see that. I'm not. It'd come round to visit you. Sure. George, evening, George. Hope you're well. Let's have a look. I hope I don't want to miss anyone out. Joe, evening, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
The legend is back. Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Marek, evening, Marek. Daryl, the guy with the favorite, was probably one of my best thumbnails there for sure, 100%.
It's you, isn't
He's
it?
in the
Surely
house,
that
Daryl.
looks like you. That's definitely you.
Hey, I've got a suntan, mate. I'm more tan than that.
Suntan in
I'm more
Manchester.
tan than that, mate.
In the
Yeah, I'm not-
Manchester
yeah,
Coral
yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah,
You got all the
hey,
coral
come
shots,
on.
don't you? We call you the Coral Triangle up there. You got all the coral shots.
Yeah.
These lights I've got in my tank, mate. They're that bright. I can get a suntan off them, so we're all right with these lights.
I tell you what,
Matthew
having
Hewitt.
Steve, having those 2 lights over that 3-foot tank,
Oh,
you're going to be
mate.
lighting up the whole neighbourhood. I tell you.
I know, yeah. You know what? Honestly, God, mate, I put them on. I switched them on, obviously, like when I was setting it all up, like you know, in terms of like just like setting the whole everything up, winding everything up, and that. And I kid you not, mate. Like when you switch them on, I don't know if it's just me or they switch on to a full 100%, don't they?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like straight away for something, right? Yeah, and then you go into the templates, don't you, and stuff. And I kid you not, mate, they look brighter than when I don't know whether it's the glass or what, whether it reflects more. I really don't have a clue. Do you know what I mean? But it seems
Smaller
so
area.
bright. Yeah, well, and a smaller area, yeah. But it was. Oh, honest to God, mate, I was like, what in hell? These, I reckon I've been running these at about maybe 30%. I reckon, and stuff like that. In terms of like, you get the same part easily, mate. Yeah, yeah. I mean, really. I mean, really, in theory, one of them. One XR30 can potentially cover a 4-foot tank. That's what it actually can do. Yeah, well, in theory, yeah. But you know, the way I look at it is, you can have one, but you can run one at like 80-90% because you'd have to, and you don't want to do that, do you? So I'm going to have 2. I'm running at 30% or 35%. That way, hopefully, they'll last longer because we won't be able to afford any more, mate. So that's the way we're going to have to go. But yeah. Anyway, Matthew Hewitt, we'll come on to that. Evening, Matthew. Hope you're good, my friend. Collegiate swimmer is in the house. A new person. I've not seen this. Jupus Reef.
Happy Friday.
Evening, Jupus Reef. I obviously have not been on, so apologies. But yeah, new to the channel. Red Reef. Evening, Rennie. Paul. As always, evening, Paul. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I don't want to miss anyone. NG Reefer, evening, NG. Alex Brooks, evening, Alex. And I think we have we've caught up to everyone. So yeah, evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. 46 people in the house already. So yeah, appreciate you joining us on Friday. So as is always the case when I'm always on, is like, how's everybody's tanks been doing? And I'll come on to Jay because I'm thinking, I'm going to go to Jay first.
Mate, I've not done anything with mine at all. It's just been ticking over.
Have you not?
The reason why I'm late is I've just done a water change. That's about as much as has happened. And I've got reef glue all over my fingers that won't come off.
Oh yeah. Well, why have you got reef glue sticking?
I had to reposition my torches because one of my torches, the tentacle was touching the flesh of another one. And it started to basically starting to kill it.
Don't lie. It's that video I put in the group chat earlier.
What that? Yeah. So apparently, torches can be near each other, but if the tentacles touch the skeletons of another one, it ends up killing them. Yeah. So mine was slowly receding, one of them. So I've had to just shift that over. I had a power cut, but we've talked about that. That was a couple of weeks ago. Nothing much happened. My blood red shrimp shed a new skin, so that I'm really happy. It's properly bright red now. I don't know if you can see him just over here.
See it?
Yeah. It's super bright.
Jay, how old's that one? That's your second one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my second one. He's here. Look. Yeah, it's my second one.
Oh yeah.
A year. In fact, I can probably tell you exactly because I'm a bit sad. I have like a log. I keep a log. So I've got some.
You got its birthday on your phone.
I've got the aquarium. This app here, aquarium log.
Oh yeah.
It tells me how long I've had my reef for. I don't know if you can see that. It says at the top here. I've had it 3 years and 6 months and 15 days.
Wow, that's gone quick, isn't it?
I don't know why. It's bringing up I don't know why it's bringing up women's underwear as an advert though. That's a bit weird. Look, at the bottom. Target marketing, obviously. Right,
Your cookies.
I know all my cookies, so you can click on like look at the knickers there. So I've had my clownfish 3 years and 4 days. Anyway,
Only
not
you,
really.
Jay.
Wow.
Only you.
Why are them knickers there? I don't know. Right, where's that shrimp? So I got him. I've had him precisely. I've had him 1 year, 10 months, and 30 days. $34.99.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how much he was. Yeah, when I got him. So yeah, nearly 2 years,
Wow.
Paul. But yeah,
Wow.
I keep a list of like everything that I buy, even like just the dosing stuff.
Even
the dosing stuff.
Your blood shrimp knickers.
The blood red shrimp. They are proper red as well, aren't they? Them knickers are. Why is that? It's come up with sheen, like sheen. I don't even know what sheen is. But yeah, I've got all my corals, all my fish, all my livestock. That's because Tom sends me so much like stuff I don't really need. Just puts that on. Fills your phone with rubbish from the WhatsApp.
Hold on a minute. Those sort of things come on your phone when you've either searched for them or you've purchased them. That's what happens, mate. You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed when you could be on Facebook or whatever and you've searched for something and the next bit, it's popping up, mate, and you're like, what the hell? How do they know what to do?
Maybe I bought some for my missus at some point. I'm not
no,
yeah, maybe you could.
That room that you're in now is your dressing room.
Yeah.
Matthew, I'm gonna become Jane.
Hey, if Derby win tomorrow, the red panties are coming out, by the way. So anyway.
Oh, it's red panty night. Red panty night, mate. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I use. I use the aquarium app. So it's nearly 2 years
That's
old.
a good little tool, like, isn't it?
Awesome.
Good little thing that to jot down.
It must shed like every month, but because I dose iodine. Yeah. Iodine helps it shed without stressing it. So I think I didn't dose iodine on the first one, and I don't know if it was just a coincidence, but that one died after about 4 or 5 months. I know some like when they shed, it's like a really stressful, but like this stream, it's really stressful scenario. So sometimes they die, don't they, before they molt? But yeah, that one's been fine. And is absolutely fantastic. It's like a little lobster. That's why I like him. Yeah, really good. Been a busy week, relaxing. So yeah, that's about it, really. Not much in my tank.
Not much then. Not much in
tank. It's old
your
tank.
household.
It just sits there. Don't do anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just nice and stable. Ticks along.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking for love to.
And that's it. That's it now, isn't it? Yeah. You know, like you say, when you just leave your tank alone. I always find I say it time again. Leave my hands out of the tank. Leave it to do its own thing, and it just ticks over, don't it? You know what I mean? Like you said, yours is a mature reef now, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's gonna just gonna carry on. Like you said, exactly.
Change the water every week, 10%, and it's just really easy. I know that first year is a bit crazy. It's a bit up and down. It's quite difficult. But once you've got a saltwater tank stable and mature, it's not a hard hobby at all. It's very enjoyable. Enjoyable.
It's just repetition, isn't it? Making sure you do the stuff that you should be doing on a weekly, monthly, and it should take care of itself because you're not putting any more corals or fish in. You're not getting those kind of swings, and it's naturally as they grow. They'll eat up the elements, and so therefore you just got to adjust your dosing and stuff like that. Yeah,
you're right, Paul. Yeah, and I don't have to worry about like you say reintroducing fish or hitchhikers because I haven't put any corals in for a bit either. So yeah, it's easy street. But obviously, I'd love a new tank, but I just can't afford one at the moment. So I'm still in the hobby. I've got this one. I'm just keeping it ticking over till I can afford a new. I'm buying a season ticket anyway, so that's another problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you don't want to buy a season ticket. You get a new tank, mate. Especially for Derby. Freaking hell.
Well, I know, but
they'll have him as one at Ball Boys or mascot.
I'll be dressed up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 600 quid.
Dressed up in his dark red G-string, dancing around the beach.
Hey, it's not me that's having the sleepover, though, is it, Tom? That's you, mate.
That is true.
You're only jealous because you're not allowed to stay out overnight.
I know. I mean, I told you what I was buying. You still won't let me come to the sleepover.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway.
Brilliant. Yeah, so
Darren's put here 40 likes and Tom has to get another clam. Talking of clam, clam of the week, surely.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Hey, well, fair enough. Tom's up for that, absolutely. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm just
the only one in the country.
Tom, have you contacted Paul at AAC? Because last time I was in there, he had on one of the coal tables, he had about 10 clams, and I don't know anything about clams, but they looked different. They weren't all the same. And
I haven't. No, I will do. I'm after a Maxima. After a Maxima. I was talking to. Who was I talking to now? About it. I talked to somebody about it the other day. We were on about light and different parameters and whatnot. But Crucias definitely want a lot more light, and so if you get a Crucia, you have to end up having it in your rock work, which is not really what I want. I want it where you would normally put LPS on the sandbed. So obviously, other than Duressa, it's probably going to be a Maxima. But at the minute, it just don't seem to be anybody. It seems to be any around. And again, from people I've been talking to, Christian being one of them, ironically, he tries to stay away from the really small ones because they're just not as hardy.
They're harder to look after, aren't they? But quite often they're more colourful to begin with. They're bright blue, ones I've seen, but they're no more than kind of 3 inches, 4 inches long. And so if I've got a clam, it'd be a slightly larger one. They seem to be easier to look after.
I know it sounds a bit horrible, but I'm kind of looking out for one that's probably going to come out either a tank breakdown or it's got too big for someone's tank.
Yeah.
Unless Paul has got something that really, ticks the box. There's no need to rush and just get them, just because you want.
Are they all purple? Are they all purple?
No, it's loads of different colours. Loads of different colours. Yeah, and it's just like corals. If you contrast them against each other, they can really pop and work really well. But like I'm saying, there's no point in just having that itch to go out and buy one tomorrow just because you want one when it's the same colour or same species that you've already got. So I'm just trying to mix it up a bit.
Fair comment.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
Let's have a look. Quick one here, Paul, for you before I miss it, because I don't want to miss it. Is Matthew Hewitt said he hasn't received his ticket to Lutter Reef. Does he receive a ticket or just name at the entrance?
You'll get an e-ticket. So I took the email of everyone. I've sent out so far about 50 tickets, and it's in number order, and your number depends on when you bought them. I'm hoping to get all of the tickets out by next weekend. So I know, Jay, you've got yours, and some of the guys.
Yeah, I've got mine. Yeah.
So I'm trying to send out 10 a day. It really depends on what I've got on. So you'll basically get an email. Just hopefully be on your phone and just show your ticket on the door, and you get ticked off the list. That's basically how it works. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, you just get a little.
Perfect. Yeah, just so I don't forget that one. Sorry, Jay. Yeah, so you know what I'm like. I'm new to this. It's been a while. So anyway, let 1 minute. I'll just show you.
It's just a little email what you get. And a ticket.
Yeah.
So that's what you get, Matthew. So
put your name on it.
Keep an eye out for it. Sure, it's going to come shortly. So anyway, we'll go on to Paul. Paul, how's things looking with your tanker? See, it seems to be doing well by the looks of it.
Nick, really well. So the sand bed is probably the whitest it's been. So the dinos is beginning to go. Well, it's going. She's taken a long time. The chalice down there is not happy at all. So that was green. I probably lost about 60% of it. So I don't know if I'll be able to pull that one back. The Goniopora is fine. So I'm basically dosing loads and loads of the kind of sponge, equivalent of the sponge power. So that's just really to bring silicates up. So I've got on the back wall, there's loads and loads of algae. So the nutrients are really high at the moment, but the fish are all right, and most of the corals are doing okay. So I can see an improvement. And I've also just bought, I haven't tried this before. So what is it? The microbacteria 7.
Real good stuff.
So I'm using that.
Yeah.
So I've run out of the Eco Balance, so I thought I'd buy that.
Yeah.
So I'm dosing that, and then as people would have seen before, I'm dosing the Sponge XL, which
Never heard of that.
It's for silicates.
What's that do?
Ah.
What's that? Oh, for silicates.
So basically, what it really used to do, it grows sponges and other corals like that, but it is good for everything. Silicates up to a certain level. The corals seem to like it, and what it's supposed to do is you take your silicates up as high as you can. That creates a diatom outbreak, and the diatoms then outcompete the dinos and kill the dinos off. So at the moment, I've got a mixture of green algae, diatoms, and cyano. The sand bed is getting clearer and clearer, which is really, really good. So I think what's happening is the others are out competing the dinos.
Yeah.
But I know what's going to happen. Once the dinos go, I've then got algae and stuff like that to sort out. But I haven't done a water change for ages. But once the dinos go, I'll start then doing 10%, 20%, just to bring down the nutrients gradually. And also I'm going to buy the Zeo. When I get to go out, I'm going to buy the Zeovit stuff.
It's our good friend has joined us. Evening, Ross. Hope you well, my friend.
Click on the link, Ross, on your email and get on this live stream now. You don't need a tank. You can just jump on, mate. Come on, get yourself on.
I'm sure he'll come on at one point. Definitely. The legend that is Ross.
Yeah,
hope you're doing well, my friend.
He's in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
He's in the chat.
Where's Ross? Yeah, here's Ross.
Nice one,
Evening, Ross. Everybody's saying, yeah, they all miss you. Absolutely, we all miss Big Ross. Legend. That is Ross. So yeah, well, fair enough. All like I said, I've never even heard of that stuff. To be fair, it's really there's that much on the market. It's just there's so much you can put in your tank and stuff like that. It's just just mind-boggling, isn't it?
You wouldn't generally dose it. It's just because
not really, no.
It's just really there for the dinos.
Right.
I think with other methods like the Zeovit, they do say about the sponge power, which you do dose, and that helps to. I'm not too sure exactly what it helps, but I know it's on a kind of a list of things to do. But so it's improving. So I'm really going by how white is the sand, and I'll probably get the microscope out in a couple of weeks to see how that's going. I've got the microscope out about 3 weeks ago. There were still dinos in there, but in the water I took out, there was less of them. So I know it's beginning to go. I mean, it's a long process. I don't know, it's 3 months maybe.
Yeah,
I'll have to have a look because I done a video when I first started dosing it.
I
haven't done any videos because I've been concentrating on the Love to Reef.
Yeah. Oh, fair play. Fair play to you.
What's the banner there?
So, Tom,
has that banner been on all the time?
No, it's
just so nice, run it.
Good idea, Jay.
L2R. It sounds like a train line. 18th of May.
Well, it stops in Manchester anyway. Yeah, it's like H2O or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah, you do. It's HS2. Are you not bringing people down from Manchester on the bus? No.
Unfortunately, no, mate. No. It's no, unfortunately not. But yeah.
Very good. I thought you'd be bringing everybody down.
No. I wish. But anyway, so yeah, Tom, speak about you, mate. How's your tank doing?
So about Love to Reef. So tickets are still available. It's only 3 weeks tomorrow.
Wow.
And, as I said already, Jeremy Gay's agreed to be a guest speaker. So he's from Reef Builders. I've got Jose from Reef Elements. And I'm just speaking to someone else at the moment that potentially might be a guest speaker that would be really good, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So I'll sort that out next week. And then we've got a full house and everything sorted.
Nice.
Can't wait, mate.
So thank you for everyone who bought a ticket. Loads of people in the chat have bought tickets. So thank you very much for all those that will be with us. Should be a good crack. And looking forward to it.
I'm looking at it. It's going to be good. Yeah,
There we
apart
go.
from it being 20 quid to get a ticket, apart from that,
here we go.
It's a bit steep, 20
so anyway, yeah,
I'm only joking. It's brilliant. I can't wait for it again. 3rd year running.
So, Leave put talking to silicates. How's yours, Tom, with your 1 million stage RO machine. Well, I don't have a clue about this. 1,000,000 stage RO machine. What does it mean by that?
It's not 1,000,000 stage.
Close.
1,000,000 stage.
Close. All right, 999,000.
It's got 11 stages, Steve.
Well,
11 stages.
It had. It's not anymore. It's got 3. It's got 7 at the minute because the ones I bought from the polishing station I bought the other a couple of weeks ago, the DI resin must just be of a much lower quality than the other one that I normally buy because it's just gone straight through it and it's not made a difference whatsoever. It's not lasted 5 minutes, is what I'm saying. So I even changed the pre-filters as well. It's a bit disappointing, but anyway.
Yeah.
So no, silicates have halved. So we're now at around the 400 mark from 800.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
I expected it to be a bit lower than that, but I think I did a water change with the polishing station I bought from Osmotics a couple of weeks ago that probably really wasn't doing what it should have been. So anyway, took that offline and just got a couple more to do. Set an ICP off, 400, but don't seem to matter what I'm doing. I've got lack of detection on certain trace elements like iron, 0, and a few others. Had to do a little bit of tinkering this week. So I'm thinking that after the next water change, I'm going to eat my words here. I'm probably going to get to a point where I'm not doing any more water changes, which in the 14 years of being in this hobby, I know you were going to do that because the more the more I'm thinking about it, if I'm going to try and dial this tank in to where I want it to be, I'm always going to be chasing my tail in terms of not numbers because I'm against chasing numbers specifically, but ranges due to how I feed the tank and what corals are keeping it. So I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop tomorrow. It's not like I've picked a date at random. I just think I'm going to get to a stage like progressively or, as the tank matures where unless there was an issue with a pollutant or something that I couldn't control, I'm going to, I've been an advocate of water changes, for 40 whatever years I've been in the hobby. But the more I've been thinking about it over the last few, and it's been because of cost and time, more input, more than anything. Because let's be honest, every time I do a 30%, when I was trying to get the silicates out, so a 30% water change, an ICP, it's £100. Now that's a lot of money to keep doing it every other week. It starts stacking up and it gets a bit out of hand. So, what I'm thinking is if I can get the tank into the ranges I want to get it to, but it is. But I've not changed from Blue Bucket, Red Sea since I set the tank up. But every ICP I've done, Triton, Modern Reef, Reef's Elements, there's the same amount of trace elements that are coming out at 0. So clearly that's salt, and I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not slagging anybody off because I love the salt. It mixes really well, but there's clearly certain things that salt or my tank consumes very quickly, or it doesn't have, or whatever. Yeah. What I'm making is that as long as I stick with that brand, I'm going to get a routine, which I think is important to understand of your tank, to know what I do need to dose on top of that. So by doing a water change, I'm only going to complicate matters by diluting things, and am I making sense, and taking things out of sync and out of whack.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be, like I say, I reckon in probably, the tank's 8 months old tomorrow. We're still fighting a bit of an ugly stage, although I feel like we're slightly turning a corner at the minute. But I think in the next few months, we will get to a point where I'm happy with the parameters and the ranges I've got. And so the water change will be a thing of, like I say, almost a reaction, not a with anything that happens to the tank.
I get it. Yeah, I get it, mate. Mine wasn't. Obviously your tank is huge compared to my old one. So obviously, but I always looked at it like with water changes was like if my nutrients was right. Yeah, granted, you're adding trace elements with your salt because it contains trace elements and stuff with water changes. But I always looked at it like if the nutrients was in the ballpark, as in like my nitrates and phosphates. For me, doing a water change, and like I said, my cost was nowhere near as much as what yours was. Yeah, I was just thinking, well, it defeats the object in terms of, taking the water out to replace it with more water, just to replace trace elements, because that's all I was doing, because my nitrates and phosphates were the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then when I could start adding trace elements and stuff into the tank, I know you're refreshing the water, and Jay swears by them. Jay's, we've heard, he swears by them. The corals look a lot healthier, they look fresher, and stuff like that. And I get that, because you know what I do with my little nano tank, and I do see that. I do see that, like where it refreshed it. But a huge tank like yours, that's just like a mammoth task to do, and an expensive one. You know what I mean? But I did, like I said, I stopped, and I never did a water change for 5 years, and my tank was thriving. So after that, that was it, because I was replacing everything that needed to be replaced.
I'm not saying I'm going to stop altogether, like I said, big bold statement saying water changes, but I'm going to ease off.
Oh no,
I'm going to ease off them. So.
Yeah.
Becoming weekly, they may become monthly, and they may be bi-monthly or quarterly, as the tank matures. Because I just think as you get that that flat line, and you get everything in sync where you want, based on your dosing, based on what you keep in the tank and the uptake and blah blah blah, then you get to know, as I always say, your tank's personality, which I'm still finding out what mine is. And it's early stages, even 8 months old. It's it's a new tank, and it's hardly got any coral in it, and we're not with the calquasser isn't even on, and we're not, there's loads of things, loads of stages yet I've got to go through on this tank's journey before I actually get to the point where I know what this tank's, like I keep saying, as cheesy as it sounds, personality is. And when you know what its personality is, what its diet consists of every week, in terms of, all right, you might argue, well, your corals are going to, change how much they consume 1 week to do that. I get that, but you will know, getting a range of what they consume, and you can, set your tank, your filtration, and your time around that. But at the minute, A, it's cost, which again, this hobby ain't cheap, but B, it's the time, and I'm always a big advocate of make sure you get the balance of the two. And for me to do, these kind of water changes, to make sure I'm not getting the silicates and the RO's all right. It's probably, with heating it and salting it, you're probably looking at the best part of 2, nearly 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're
trying to do a job and run a business on the side of that funds the hobby, it's almost like one of them starts taking control, and it's like, hang on a minute, now I need to focus at work, because that's what pays me to do the hobby, not the other way around.
I think if you don't need to do a water change to get the pollutants out, then as you say, you're okay, and then you can put the trace elements in. You haven't got much in there, so therefore you're not going to need that. You'll need some of the trace elements depending on how the tank's calibrating and taking stuff out, like you say, around iron and stuff like that. And that's the thing I've learned about this. To really make it work properly, I will need to do. I was doing water changes, and if I don't, the nutrients just go sky high. Yeah. Which is okay if you're not keeping SPS. It's a lot easier if you're not keeping it. And the corals I've got in there seem to like it, and they seem to thrive a little bit more. Chalice and Gonny Paul, they don't mind a little bit of dirtier water, and a torch as well. So I've actually got corals in there that are okay, but it's a bit different in terms of the scale. So I think you're bang on. Do you need to do it? No. Does it help? I suppose yes. If you had continuous water changes, that would be perfect. But you can't do that from a practical point of view. You still got the cost, even if you do it.
Yeah, exactly. The first problem is obviously to get the silicates down to the range I wanted to, and then dial everything else in accordingly. But once I've done that, and then the calquasser goes on, and then when the calquasser goes on, and then I run the calcium reactor during the day and the calquasser at night on the reverse cycle, again, the uptake and everything I'm dosing based on not having the calquasser and the calcium reactor will change as well, because it all affects each other. So
then you put corals in, and that will change it as well.
You put corals in, and that'll change it, and things grow and things die. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a constant dialing in, is what I'm saying. I just think by doing a water change or a big water change on a regular basis, that will mess with the that will change with exactly the balance.
Yeah, for sure. Let's have a quick look. What's the orange blue looking wrasse in your tank, Tom? Thought it was a firm at first.
Chorus wrasse, mate. Chorus wrasse. Everybody comments on that Ras, don't they? that Clive and the Ras get talked about more than anybody. Well, and Claudia, sorry.
Gil's put it just below. So yeah.
Alex, she's not gorgeous. She turns every coral over that I put. I've had a couple of corals donated. There's a green stag behind me that's been donated by somebody that I've recently acquainted. Really nice guy, not too far from Lee actually, one on Reefer. But yeah, it's due to the tides. She's fortunately not flipped it over. But the red planet I was given the other day, she keeps turning that upside down. And that's a good 5-inch piece. That. So yeah, she got some strength on her. I'll give her that. That's it's unreal. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Liam, how was your potassium level? The reason being, it's not
just looking now. I'll just look at the potassium to see what it came back on.
Yes.
Yep, stability.
Yeah. So the potassium was 390, and the range on Reef's elements is 390 to 500 with a desired level of 425. So it's at the bottom end, but on the scope it still shows as green, but just about in scope.
Right.
And most of them, because what he was saying is with dinos it could take out the minor elements. And I did this test ago, and most of the trace elements are okay. In fact, they are actually thinking about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, the only one that's not is iron, actually. Iron was low. Looking at it. And manganese is fine, but I expect that because I dose that separately because of the goniopora. I try and keep that as quite high. That was at 9. Desired level was 15. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. So manganese 1.67, desired is 2. So that's pretty good. These elements one. They've now got the advanced and the RO out, so I need to buy one of those. We was talking about that the other week, weren't we? So I want to test the RO. Yeah.
Can I have a moan?
Yeah.
Tommy Tantrum, whatever you want to call it. Can you explain to me the benefit to the hobbyist of these multi-pack ICPs that have come out this week, where the hobbyist saves 40 pence buying 3 in one go?
I've not even seen. I've not seen this. What is this like on Crackle?
Absolutely shambolic. If I'm honest with you,
40p saving. It's not.
It's something like it's less than £1.
Where's this from?
So Reef's Elements have brought out a multi-pack of 3 ICPs in one go.
Yeah,
I think that from memory they've done it on. I think there's 3 products in there. I think they've done it on all 3, and it works out. I was in my LFS the other day. I saw them on AAC posted them, and you save about 40p to £1, depending on where you're buying them from. And it turns out that the only people that are saving the money is Reef's Elements because they're saving on shipping, not the consumer, not the hobbyist. I just think it's bang out of order. I just think it's bang out of order. You know, give the hobbyist an incentive to spend £100 of their hard-earned money in one go, other than £1, because that's a joke.
It says.
No, get it.
It says there's 75 quid, Tom, and you save 10%.
No, there's £75.99, 25 quid normally, aren't they, for the normal one?
No, I think they're more than that.
You do the math. Trust me, I'm not wrong.
So they're normally £34.99.
It's bang out of order. If
I'm wrong, there's a comment.
If I'm wrong, I'll go and have a word with myself. Seriously.
No, it's all bang out of order. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look. I mean, there's a comment here. Jay would have ordered it if he knew he'd save 40 pence.
I mean, 40, yeah. They do vary. Like, so no, 26 quid.
Right.
So so then you're saving 3 quid.
That's 3 quid.
I mean,
it's less than that, Jay.
That's what? That's about 4% saving, isn't it? Roughly, I think.
Jay, it's less than that. Whose website you're on in here?
Charterhouse, Aquacadabra, eBay. They're all 25.
So they're 26 quid a shot, and you buy 3 for 75. So you're saving £3. £3 is about a 4% saving ish.
Even though it says 10%, on the marketing it says 10% saving. He's right. It's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous like offer, isn't it? You're not gonna get excited about that. Jeez.
Well, who's going to buy 3 in one go to save a cup, to save a pack? You know, honestly, I don't think it's that much of saving. I really don't think it's.
The only way you would do it is if you order by post, and if you order the 3 at one go, you get free shipping, as opposed to ordering them separate. You have to pay shipping for each one. That's the only reason that potentially you would do that, because you would save on your postage. But that's not the point, is it? Because if it's supposed to be a 10% saving, you would expect it to be, if you added up 26 quid a shot, that's what, 78 pounds. You would expect 10% saving on that, so you would expect about 70 quid-ish, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Before postage. The maths don't add up.
So, you can't get excited about it, can you? It's not
Charter House sell the Reef's Elements ICP. OES. So this isn't the advanced one, and it isn't the basic one. So this is the middle one, and it's $34.99. Yeah. That's
105. But then 104.97.
Yeah. So it's £107 for the 3 if you buy the multi pack. So you save £3.
Not really.
Anyway,
it's not a Black Friday.
In this current state of climate, the economy, and how much the hobby costs, I just think the only people that are saving any money there are them, because they only have to send 1 parcel out and not 3.
It's not really a saving.
But Jez, I hope Jez is right. He's saying the best guess is a basic ICP will be free in the next couple of years. Well, if people keep buying them, though, like you said, people do keep buying them, don't they? You know what I mean? It's they're going to keep the price the way it is, isn't it?
To save £3.
I wouldn't spend £100. No,
exactly.
I wouldn't buy 3. It's not really worth it. I
wouldn't buy 3. Yeah, I wouldn't buy 3 anyway, because I mean, I'm going to be, obviously, when the tank is completely cycled and stuff. I did say that I'm going to be doing, every 2 months or so. So if I bought 3, it's going to last me half a year, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm not really going to. I don't really need to spend £100 straight away to get, when I could just go out and buy one, just to save £1. Exactly. It's going to be £1 per test, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's what you're saving. So no, I wouldn't go out there. I mean, all right, if you give a sense of, like Paul, I think it was Paul who said, you buy 2 or you buy 3, you get 1 free or something. Then that's a different. That's a good saving, because you're saving yourself £34. So divide that between the 4. And it works out at about £8. You know what I mean? You're saving in one sense. So, I get that. But, they're not giving you an incentive to go out and buy 3 for saving £3. You know what I mean? No, that's for sure. Anyway.
Or if you buy a bundle, so if you're buying their elements, so if you're buying the kind of magnesium, so if you buy a pack, you get 1 free of it, then that is kind of the loyalty, because you're bought into either their salt, or you're bought into
exactly.
So if you bought the 3 main elements, and they said if you bought the bigger packs, you got that free. I kind of get that free. That's quite an incentive to do that. I don't mean the smaller bottles, but they had the bigger bottles, and that kind of makes sense to me as a good marketing ploy, and you locked into them as well. Loyalty. And also you're locked in probably to the ICP, because once you start on one brand, we talked about this before, you're probably not going to chop and change, because not only the consistency in the measurement, but also the consistency. If they say you need to dose X, you need to dose Y. We talked about this, Tom, didn't we? The dilution or the strength is different across Reef's Elements to Coral Essentials to Red Sea. You won't know which way's up, would you?
No. That was what's really interesting about Tom's presentation. He showed the comparison between the different brands of ICP. And they do vary quite a lot, don't they? They do vary quite significantly.
What did you give me? What did I get, Jay? As a teacher, what would you give the presentation? Did you get a B plus?
I reckon that was an A. Yeah, that's a gold star, I think. An A. Yeah. If you give me your mum's number, I'll ring her up and tell her you're doing well.
You've already got it.
No, I haven't. But it was really good. But I agree with Paul. You stick with once you've chose your ICP, you stick with it, don't you? But I've had a few people telling me about Reef's Elements ICP this week and saying still how quick the turnaround is. Like 24, 48 hours. It is the fastest turnaround out of all of them. So fair play to them.
Yeah, it was 24 hours.
I always use. I always use Triton. I just think Triton ICPs they're really good. I know Reef's Elements, so I mean, yeah, they're over it. But Triton, I think, have got their own one over testing over there now, I believe, aren't they? So, whereas it used to be over in, was it Germany or something like that? Where
it was Germany.
But it was been broken.
Now I think, it's been broken.
They don't do the
I think
RO feed, do they?
No, that's one thing that they don't do. No, I don't think they do the RO
elements because of the silicates in the garage. So I want to make sure.
Yeah. No, I don't think they do the RO. To be honest,
it was two
birds
on one stone.
Don't forget you're doing my RO.
Mate, I've saved a test. I've saved a test for your spotless shower.
Hey, that'll come back perfect, that mate. It'll come back perfect.
We're doing the silicate test,
right? Sorry,
I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to test Jay's bathwater
live, and then he'll realise how good it is. He'll be driving to Derby to get his water then.
And then we realise that's where his tank comes from.
I don't think it's perfect, so I'll be interested to know when it comes back. I don't think it's perfect because sometimes I do.
Here we go. Sometimes we swim upside down.
I think it's pretty good though. But
you look at your tank though, yeah. And it's been running, like you said before, 3 and a bit years, 3.5 years or whatever. And look at it. You've not lost. Have you lost any colonies? Have you lost any? No, exactly. So if it was that bad, then you. If it was that bad, you would have lost some, mate. You know what I mean? The water is the main thing. If it was that bad, like Tom saying, like bath water, I guarantee your tank would not be running, and my tank would have not been running for 5 years, mate. Like the way it did. So there might be a bit of silicates, but you can always remove. You can always remove it. There's plenty of things to remove silicates. So we can.
Jay, this is you.
That's not the main
reversing.
Thing.
What?
This is you reversing.
I'm interested to see. I'm also going to bring a sample of my salt water so you can test my silicates as well, Tom. Remember you offered me a free silicate.
You're going to have to cough up then. The fork with a test.
No, mate, I'm giving you a free coral. What more do you want?
Fair enough. Sorry.
I knocked that off today, and I've had to reattach it.
I thought we said that Tom was setting up a silicate testing station at Love to Reef.
It's not at £4 a test that I'm not. And how much did they take? 25 minutes?
27, wasn't it? 27.
27 minutes, was somebody's timing me. Yeah.
Let's have a poll. Who thinks you should set up a national
let's not. Well, if we're doing that, then we do it. If we're doing that, we're doing the J date. And you are going out J date with a mate.
You're all about, helping the reef community and helping each other out. And this is your chance to help us all out with silicate.
You can get on stage and everybody can bid to take you out for dinner.
TV Corals Rotherham, it gets there. And then there we go.
Tell you what, Alex has come up with this. Imagine this. It'd be great to get a subscription for an ICP, 100%. Say £10 a month on a 12-month contract. I mean, you know what?
Subscription. Subscription.
Potentially that could be. I mean, I'm assuming it would be more than that, but even at £20, say £20 a month or something, you're still saving, aren't you? You know what I mean? If you sent one off every 2 months, you're still going to be saving money, aren't you? Or you could send one off every month.
And they send out all the stock in one go, so you get the 24 different tubes. So that's the reduction in cost, the reduction in packaging and everything else. It comes through the post to you. So their costs have gone through the floor on all the stuff they do. Do it direct with them, therefore, you get a reduction as well.
I think there's a lot more business acumen in this though, to be fair, other than that. I think you've got, let's look at it from a logical point of view, you've got cost. You've got what parameters it tests. You've got how quickly you get the results. Those, what are we as consume? What are we more important? What's more important to us? It's not a big deal there's not a massive saving between one brand and the other, is there really? £5, maybe £6. Yeah, but the turnaround is significantly better from Reef's Elements, clearly, because it's 24 hours at the minute.
Customer service has to stand for something.
So what I'm saying is they're almost dictating that they can get away with charging what I've just said for 3 tests, because you're going to pay it because you want 24-hour turnaround. They're going to sell them. They know they're going to sell them. That's why they produce them. But I just think that there's a little bit of not necessarily greed, but there's probably a little bit of wriggle room that can be done there somewhere to make it a little bit more of an incentive for people to either A, stick with them as a brand, and B, buy them more often, which for me, I'm a big advocate of, because it should be prevention, not cure if you have a problem with your tank.
I agree. And when we done the poll, I think it was about 45%-ish of the people in the poll were with Reef's Elements. Now, of course, it's a small sample size. I think it's about 25 people, which is not a massive sample size, but it's still, in all of that, nearly half the people using Reef's Elements.
Yeah.
Speaking of the subscription model, I've got a better one. A coral subscription. That'd be better, wouldn't it? Pay, I don't know, $19.99 a month, and you get a coral each month.
I'm sure WWC used to do something like this, or maybe Top Shelf. I was obviously America.
Yeah.
I'm going back a couple of years ago. They did something. I'm sure they did. I can't remember what it was. And they did a different, almost like a
coral.
If I'm wrong, almost a bit like, no, it was like a silver, gold, platinum sort of level membership.
Yeah.
And depending on how much you paid every month, you got. If you can remember, it's a few years ago. I'm sure somebody did it. I've not heard anything about it for a while now, but I'm sure they were doing it.
But subscription models just make money because people forget the pain, and then that's by the nature they're very profitable. Obviously, at first you'd get a few corals, but then
well, like I say, 99p for the first issue, and then $9.99 for the next 50 years.
Magazines,
you know what? It was true that, because I've always been fascinated, like with the Titanic. It's just something since I was a kid. I've always been fascinated, and it was the same thing. They had the Titanic book, the Titanic book that they come out and it said you could build the whole Titanic. Well, it worked out that it'll probably cost you about 10 grand, to build the Titanic from these models, because the first one was $1.99, and then after that, I think it was like $6.99 per issue, and there was like price knows how many books there was, on it, and I was like, that's not getting done. But it was the same thing, mate.
$9.99 for a window.
Exactly, or a little, like a little tiny engine that goes in it. You know what I mean? It's crazy, mate. But but like I said, Jay, subscription things now they can be really good and really profitable. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
You'd have to think about it. But people going to do it.
Liam said here that Blackfish Marine do an ICP subscription with free postage. I believe Elements ICP, so he's saying. So, and Alex said, what kind of price? And he's just said he thinks it's like the standard ICP test. Now, if that's true, then that's good. John's put, Jay, why don't you use your Christmas present? Have you still got that ICP test?
Mate, no.
Have you?
Oh, no. Is he on about the ICP, or is he on about my RO unit that's in the loft? I don't know. I think he's on about my RO unit.
Is it? Oh, right.
In the loft, John. It's brand spanking new. Ross made me buy it because he was like part of the company when he was like working for him. Now, my joke.
Don't blame Big Ross. Don't blame Big Ross, mate.
He's gone now.
For a raffle.
It's all Ross.
He's had enough.
He's gone now. He's gone.
Where is he?
He's gone. I don't know. No, I bought it with all the intentions of using it outside, but then I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's easy just to go to where I go, isn't it? Pick it up.
Say the word.
I don't want to get
Voldemort.
What's that?
Demonetized.
But it's just like putting it outside, letting it run, forgetting about it. It's cold. And I can just go on my way home from work and pay £1.20 for a bucket of water. It's just too easy.
Well, it's actually gone up. It's actually gone up now, isn't it? Remember, it's gone from 3.9 pence a litre to 5.5 now, isn't it? So it's it's gone up there now. It's gone up there now. Yeah, it's gone up, but nevertheless, I mean, I use it all the time. Like I said, 100. I get on average about 175 litres, and it costs about 14 quid. So it's like a no-brainer for me. If I was to go to the shop, they're charging £3.79, £3.75 in my local, for a 25 litres. So just do the maths on that. You know what I mean? It's a lot dear. It's like 3 times the amount in it. What I'm paying. So, but I've never had.
That'd be a good. I've never had an issue. Ask everybody who's watching what the LFSs are charging at the minute for salt, and you don't have to name them, but what are people paying for RO and saltwater? Yeah. I'm just curious in the comments what the average price is. Not natural sea.
Well, Yeah. Well, it's 7. I think it's 7 £7.50 for 25 litres of salt water, and it's £3.50 for £3.25 for RO for 25.
That's synthetic salt. That's like ready made. Yeah, it's not natural seed.
Yeah. No, it's not natural. No. So I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've never really bought salt water, so because obviously I never did water changes. So, but I don't know whether that is dear or dearer from what it used to be. You know what I mean? And to be truthful with you, I wouldn't have a clue because, like I said, I never bought it. But even RO water, I've always bought my RO water from Spotless, so it was always cheap. Do you know what I mean? To run my tank in terms of water, well, my old tank in terms of water, and this tank is going to be exactly the same. You know what I mean? I'm going to obviously take the time in making sure that the cycle's right and everything's fine with it. But in terms of like once it's stabilized, like you said, Tom, yours only 8 months and it's still going through that process. Give or take a year, I'm going to probably do water changes for a year or so, and then when I'm going to ease off them, or maybe I will probably do them though. To be fair, but like you said, I'll probably do them once, maybe 20% every month or something, or 30% every month rather than weekly. You know what I mean? That just to refresh it. That's probably what I would do, and I'd try that, to see how that works. But in terms of weekly water changes, I won't be doing weekly water changes eventually. No chance. I'm just gonna, because the last time worked. I'm not saying this time it's going to work. But it worked last time, but I don't know. I mean, every tank is different, as we know. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of the last one, as you know, it worked. So can't see why this one won't. But you know what? It's we'll get there once it's all up and running, and we'll go from there, mate. You know what I mean?
Just going back to John, I know you're going to Love to Reef, John. If you want it, mate, you can have it for free. I'll bring it down for you because I'm not going to use it. You can have it for free, mate, if you want it, because you're a good guy.
Oh, John. Hey, fair play. Fair play.
What's that?
Very nice of you, Jay.
You're only giving that.
He's gone again.
What's he doing now?
That McDonald's Wi-Fi is dodgy in it today. McDonald's Wi-Fi is dodgy there, Paul.
Wiggle your wires there, Paul. Wiggle your wires. What did you say then?
I said you're only giving it away so you don't get any flack on here about not using the RO unit.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's one of the tactics. Yeah, and it's kind of going to waste. So if he'd like it, he can make use of it. Then he's more than welcome to have it. I'll bring it down for him.
Yeah, fair play. How's the corals do? Well, if you tuned into Instagram, you've seen me. The little flugel is doing fantastic. Absolutely. Mate.
Looking very good.
You know what? It's absolutely thriving, mate. Honest to God, no algae.
Your Nano game is good, mate. Your Nano game is good,
mate. You know what? I'm really, really happy with the way it's going, to be honest. And with everything like what's happened in the past, over the past month or two, I mean, obviously I neglected it in terms of like water changes and stuff. I didn't do water changes. I neglected it 3 or 4 weeks, and it started to look a bit. Well, then it just goes to show, like a little bit of husbandry, a bit of love and attention and care, and it comes back like that. It's not doesn't take time. It comes back straight away. Do you know what I mean? And now it's like, to be honest, I love it, mate. You know what? I just look at it all the time. Brilliant. It's just a proper little mini mixed reef. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy with it.
Whites and blues. That was interesting, that debate, because I know I put whites because I do prefer whites now. But there's still equal numbers of people that preferred it in. Like I know Joe, she said she preferred it in blue. Christian preferred it in blue, didn't she? But
it was split. It was split, mate. And to be honest, but then other people have put. I can't remember who it was, but so forgive me, but. Somebody put they like the whites, but then blue towards the evening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought, I like. I like that. I like that idea. Where you have it like lighter, and then like as if it's like natural sunlight, and then blue towards the end,
and into the blue. So you get a white. A 4-hour period during the day when it's white.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, maybe I could maybe look at doing something like that myself
as well.
Yeah.
I think also, you can see if there's any problems early. I remember when Ross had his tank and it was quite blue and he had an algae outbreak and he didn't spot it too late because only when I think he put the lights on white and all of a sudden, whoa, look how much algae I've got. So it does help you identify issues.
Definitely helps you out.
Makes sense.
But, I mean,
I like that idea.
Pardon?
I like the idea. I've just never thought about doing that, like having blues, then ramping to whites, and then
blues. Blues. I thought about myself. Yeah. I mean, I just like the blues because I love the pop of the colours. It's just like the colours just pop on a coral, and that for me. That's what I know. It's not the reality of a coral reef. Do you know what I mean? I get that, because like you said, the majority of the time when the corals are on the top, they're getting like, in theory, they're getting like white light, aren't they? You know what I mean, on the top sort of thing. So, but I mean, from my eyes and the way I look at it, just aesthetically, just looking at it, I just love the blues. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think there's a wrong reason, a wrong way, or a right way. Somebody mentioned like, is there anything in terms of like, does it do anything different? Like, do corals grow quicker in white light compared to blue lights and stuff?
They prefer blue.
I don't know the answer to that. I don't really know the answer.
Yeah,
has there ever been a test? Has there ever been a test on it? You know what I mean? Has anybody ever experimented, run it under complete whites compared to complete blues and see which grows quicker? You know what I mean? I don't know, mate. So in terms of that,
ironically, I was talking to Christian about it earlier, and we were talking about when I went to see him earlier. He's in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
We need to, if we can get on with what I mentioned earlier, because he's got to put kiddies to bed and whatnot. He was saying that about the AB Plus, the Ecotech AB Plus, about how much research and development had gone into that, R&D gone into that program. In terms of exactly what you're saying, Muggsy. In terms of benefits for tank corals, everything else. So
blue spectrum is definitely better for growth and health of corals. They've researched.
I'm not sure about that. I think there's mixed, because I know
there's mixed
some of the coral farms that have a 3 or 4 hour window where they hit it with white and halides, often a white as well. So I think there's a mix. I think it depends who you speak to, but I know quite a few people that hit the tank with white light during the day. I think AAC do on some of their tanks.
You never used to get a blue metal allied, did you?
That's true.
No. True. And like I said, all the old school, when you look back on like all the old school videos, of like the past and stuff, and they're all using those halides, like you said, the corals just seem to grow like weeds, didn't they? Under them lights, it was just like crazy. So I mean, I don't know. I might try that. On the tank. I don't know. Run it.
Got plenty of light.
Not complete white, but like I'm still gonna have a touch of blue in it, but not as in
one white LED in yours. You've got the G6 blues, mate. There's one white LED.
About 4 pucks, and there's not much. Or not pucks, but the actual individual lights.
So you can definitely get white. You can definitely get white on him, mate, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, Darren's put 50 litres of salt, 50 litres salt and 25 RO works out at 34 quid. Red Sea Blue Pucket, local apparently.
Geez.
Wow, that's dear.
That seems a lot.
That is dear.
Yeah, that is
dear, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Liam, his LFS is 250 for 25 RO, but they collect the water off the roof and recycle it. Evening signature.
Rainwater harvesting. Evening, Christian.
Rainwater harvesting. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Evening, Christian.
Hope you well, mate. Farms well.
Absolutely.
It's fucking banging at the minute, mate. I'll be honest with you. I went earlier and it looked better than when I went with you, Jay.
What?
Because obviously you weren't there. But now the calls were.
Go on.
No, that's it. That's all I'm saying. No, but to be fair, no, it looked banging. He's putting some more coral tables in soon. So
nice.
Happy days.
So did you buy anything, or did you keep your promise that you wasn't going to?
I bought nothing.
You bought something. No, you went to a coral farm and didn't buy anything. How have you?
I went to see Christian. Christian invited me down to have some salty chat and whatever else. He offered me a coffee, but I had to make it myself, so I refused. And we talked for about 2 hours. It was good. We just like,
good.
Like you do. It was good.
Mate.
This summary stuff's banging. Yeah. Well, all of it's banging. Of course it is. Yeah, we talked about algae, like you normally do on a Friday afternoon.
Living the dream.
Normal. Living the dream, exactly. Yeah,
Such a talent. We're lucky to have his farm in the hobby. It's good, really good.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely, mate. Oh, that goes on to another thing of the shops. That Oasis, Oasis in Salford, they've actually closed now. They're closed down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oasis. He's retired.
Yeah.
He's actually retired. I was gutted.
I
didn't even know because he was said he was moving.
Out of the blue, which is your local, saying, thanks for all your time, blah blah blah.
Exactly. Well, I don't really go on Facebook, to be honest. More so like YouTube and Instagram. And I go on Facebook when every so often, and I've seen it. The post saying, that they were closing. But I spoke to him, and he said that he was moving to a farm, but it was just going to be all one level. Now, under certain circumstances have happened, and I believe that he's completely retired now. So yeah, it's no more. But that was a great place. That fantastic place, the Oasis, and it's definitely a big one to be missed from the Manchester area for sure. Now you've only got a few. Really, in theory, a few good ones that are around.
Think anybody might be tempted to move into it, Steve?
You know what? Oh, mate, it's a lot of work.
Let's be honest, the amount of work that must have been put into that with the tanks and everything else. It's not what you want to bring out, is it?
No. Plus, he said that he got a good offer for it. So I don't know. They're doing a regeneration program around there. We're all building all houses. So I hope to God, I hope they're not pulling it down. Do you know what I mean? Because to be honest, I don't know whether it is a listed building. I don't know because quite an old building. I think it was like an old playhouse or something. I'm not sure. Like an old theatre or playhouse type thing. I can't remember, but yeah, it's. I believe that they're putting all around it. They're all building all new homes. So. Yeah, I mean, when you see things like that,
it has got to have got the dodgiest car park I've ever known of a fish place.
Oh yeah, dodgy as anything. Yeah, the car park. Yeah, for sure. I mean, but it's yeah. I mean, it's sad in a way because it was good. I mean, that's where when I first started my tank. That was where I got all my I was pestering them on the phone all the time and. Eddie and Steve and all that from there who were working there. They helped me. They helped me out, through the cycling when I was new to it and like, oh, am I doing it right? And those guys were the ones who genuinely I took all the advice from. Do you know what I mean? Because I was new, didn't really know anybody in the hobby and stuff like that. And Trevor's a great guy. And stuff, but yeah, really the main ones were like Eddie and Steve. They was the ones because they were on the phone all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely going to be sadly missed for sure because you could get anything and everything in that place. But hopefully, he's going to have a good retirement. He's deserved it for sure. So
yeah, well deserved, definitely.
Anyway, Alex has put down. I'm still dosing CVE. I am still dosing CVE, mate. I'm still dosing that. Do that twice a week. And then I also add the Coral Power food. I've got it in a little shaker bottle. I mix it up. I mix a bit of it up. A tub of it up in the shaker bottle, and I just squirt it in about 2 or 3 times a week. There's no specific time, just as long as I do it. And yeah, turn all the pumps off, and that's what I do. I'm dosing nothing at the moment. I'm just doing water changes in it, and it seems to be on point. 8 DKH and stuff. All in the ballpark. So yeah, that's it. And that's the one good thing with Nanos.
How much you change in a week in water? Is it 10% or are you doing a bit more?
I'm doing it fortnightly now. So in terms because with weekly water changes, what I found was I was taking too much nutrients, out of the tank. Yeah. So in terms of, I was only doing like 20% water changes. Yeah. But even that was too much, in terms of taking the water out because I was taking too many nutrients out. So when I've tested it, I was coming back with low nutrients. So since I've done it for 2 fortnightly, the nutrients are coming back at like 6 ppm on nitrates and 0.03 on phosphates. So it's not as bad, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not the best, ideally, but for the little nano tank, it's not too bad, you know what I mean? I can live with that. So I'm doing about 20% water changes on it, which is what it's probably about 10, 15 litres or something, 12 litres on it. It's a little bit more than an orange bucket. So that's all I'm doing on it, mate, to be fair, every fortnight. But yeah, that's about it. And that's all I do. That's all I do to that tank.
Nice.
Which is brilliant. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing water changes on a smaller tank. That's all right. Let's have a look. Signature Frags will send pictures over the weekend at the Jolly Rancho. It's beautiful.
Oh, that looked amazing. That Joe, is it going well? It looked amazing. That colour.
Yeah, it does.
Really nice torch. If you need me to do a wheel, Steve, let me know and I can do it for you, mate.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we need to announce that. Christian's, I think Christian's in the house. Thanks, Christian. Big shout out for this donation. So I don't know if everybody knows it, but Tom, Christian's donating.
You want to say? Yeah.
No, Christian. I went to speak to Christian earlier, and he's obviously wanting to encourage his footfall to the shop, other than just an online presence, and rightly so. Because it's one of the for years I've talked to him, I've known him, and it wasn't obviously until I met with Ray Jay's
hey, we had a good time when we were there, didn't we?
We had a good time. Yeah. Obviously it depends on, I suppose, geographical your location, but I would strongly recommend, going and seeing him in person, booking an appointment. It's definitely an experience.
Definitely got to go.
It's not a transaction, it's an experience without, and that's got nothing to do with anything that happened today with the time I was with him. It's just honest opinion. Definitely one need to see him. But now he's donated oh God, here we go. Quote me, because he likes picking these names. It is a...
It's good with names.
Drum roll. It is a... Where are we? Pink Gonny, which is up for grabs. Free of charge.
Gonny.
I knew you get excited, Jay.
Hey, can I be in it? Can I enter? Because the Gonnies in my tank are doing all right, mate. Yeah, I can. Can I enter? Gonnies are surviving.
Anybody can enter. The rules are quite simple. To enter, you have to be prepared to go and collect it in person. No postage allowed. So the whole point of it is trying to encourage football into the boutique, or whatever you want to call it, into the shop, so that you can witness the man, the myth, the legend that is Signature. So yeah, definitely. Only enter if you're going to collect it.
Right. So guys, you've heard it there. So what did he need to put in the chat to really, and that means that they're basically entered in the competition, don't it? You know what I mean? So what should we put in it?
Let's just put Pink Gonny.
Pink Gonny, right? So if you want to be in with a chance to win it, and go and collect it from, like I said, Signature Frags. Put in a comment, Pink Gonny, and Jay will do the wheel of fortune. Oh, sorry, and Paul's just added a picture.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow, that's it. That's what you're doing for a winning, guys.
It does pop under blues as well, if anybody's wondering.
Wow. So that's fantastic.
Trying to figure out whose phone was the best, but it's better in the real. It's better in the flesh. It is.
Listen, it's 60.
Fair play to Christian for doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? Appreciate that, Christian. It's very much appreciated, mate. So there's 67 people in 67 people watching. Yeah, if you want to in with it, put Pink Gonny down in the comments below, and there's quite a fair few of you guys who are interested in going there. So Pink Gonny. Jay, are you doing the wheel and going to put it down?
I can do the wheel. Yeah, I can do the wheel if you want.
Right,
splendid, mate. So 20 past, so another 7 minutes, maybe.
It's now, well, I'll tell you what. Leave it till half past. Half past, yeah. It's quarter past.
He's used to typing on his typewriter, Steve.
Well, you never know. You never know. You never know, mate. It's probably not that fast. So we'll just give him a bit of extra minutes. 15 minutes. We'll give you 15 minutes, mate, and then what do you call it? So there's fair few you guys. We're posting Pink Gonny. You've got to go. Remember, you've got to go and collect it, guys. You've got to go and collect it. So Pink Gonny. Let's have a look. I don't want to make sure that I've not missed anything. John's put, Jay, thank you for the offer, mate. But I've had one added. I've added an extra membrane. Why don't you get Paul to raffle it off at Love to Reef and give the money to Mind? That's a good shout out, that, to be fair.
Idea.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah. So Paul, an RO system courtesy of Jay, mate.
Nice.
To raffle off.
Well,
That's
Well,
good.
Drippy will be buying a raffle ticket because he needs an RO machine. I keep banging on at him to sort one out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll bring it down. I'll bring it down.
I'm planning on going in the summer if you want to jump in. Let's have a look. There's a fair few people. Yeah. Liam, thank you for your generous contribution, Christian. Absolutely. Southeast Reef too far to go to the shop, unfortunately. Yeah, no problem. And no problem. Next time it will be a special acro. Christian,
what you can do, mate, is you can still put your name in the chat and I'll collect it for you.
You are such a generous person, Jay. I tell you what.
Generous to a fault, you know. Generous to a fault.
No one else would do that.
I offered to go and get him a reef tank, buy it, and fetch it to him, and he changed his mind.
To be fair, he did, mate. I was actually, I was very taken aback. It was very kind of you to do that.
Well, that was before I actually met you in person. I won't do it now.
Yeah.
Things change. LG or okay. You know what I like about this little competition? Because we've not like publicized it.
Yeah,
we've got all, it's all
the regulars, isn't it?
All the regulars.
That's what we should do. Yeah.
It's a genuine.
I get it.
9 o'clock should be Clam of the Week or giveaway.
I prefer the giveaway.
Well, it could be a bit of both.
But give your clams away.
No, absolutely not.
I've heard you're pretty generous.
You've heard what?
I've heard you're generous. Sorry, mate. I'm also concentrating.
You concentrate. Is that your school face?
Can you still see me? Yeah. I've got a different screen.
Yes, I can.
Thank
you.
He's deep in concentration, isn't it? You can tell there's a different look in his face.
I'm up to Tony. I'm up to Tony Mawson. Fish Palace, you're not in there. Great offer. Where am I up to now? Paul Davin.
Let's have a look. 64 people watching. Come on, guys. 34. And with a thumbs up. Come on, guys. Click the thumbs up. Yeah. 65 people in the house. Yeah. 65 people and only 34 with a thumbs up.
If you get 40 likes, Tom takes his hat off, and that's well worth it.
No.
That was one of the funniest comments for a while. That was about you being a babe, like the love child of remember
Steve and Ross.
The love child of Steve and Ross. Daryl. I'm up to Daryl.
So Simon's put, I don't have a reef tank, so I won't be editing. I just enjoy watching your videos. Good luck to it. Appreciate that, mate.
Nice one, Simon.
Thank you very much for taking your time to come and watch. Appreciate that very much.
What time is
Cottage Reef has put signature flags. You said 2 p.m. Chris has put you want to make it 12. Let's talk. Alex Brooks. Now you're talking, Christian. Bring on them acros. Very kind dude. Absolutely. 100%. I need to definitely book my appointment there. Obviously, I'm going all SPS, so you guys know I will be getting some SPS from Christian for sure. Definitely.
So, Steve,
special pieces.
Can you say much about what's going on with your tank? Because obviously we had the last video in terms of equipment.
Yeah.
I
don't want to give. Yeah, well, I don't want to give too much away because I'm doing the video, so I don't really want to tell you where I'm up to at this moment in time. Well, but remember, my videos are probably about 2 or 3 weeks behind. So that's why sometimes, like, you think you see them and they'll be overlapping, but in a sense, yeah. But it's all the time when I film them. So when I do something and I film them. But so far, so good, mate. I've not cycled. I'm not started to cycle it yet. That's literally probably this weekend. To be fair,
So
the water is in. The water is in. The water is in. The sand is in. What I will say is, I'm going to Dr. Tim's method. Yeah. And the Dr. Tim's method is so my water is cycled up to my water temperature now is at 28 degrees because the Dr. Tim says between 25 and 30 degrees because the bacteria populates a lot more quicker, when it's warmer. I'm also running my salinity. I've got my salinity at 1.015, so fairly low. That's 20 ppt. So yeah, it's pretty low, but it's the same thing. They say run your salinity lower and your temperature higher, and that way when they populate, the shell that they have around them to protect themselves, they don't need to have that on them. You know what I mean? So they can populate more. You know, that's how
there's less energy.
They've got more energy
and more energy to populate because higher
populate.
They have to spend more energy on basically just standing lives. So that's the reason for the salinity being that low, and then therefore with the combination of the two, you should get your bacteria growing quicker. I think that's pretty much it.
That's about it. And like I said, Tom sent me the Dr. Tim Hoverack, is he called Hoverack or whatever? The guy who owns Dr. Tim. Yeah. He sent me that link over 4 years ago. It was, and I must have watched it 5 or 6 times. Yeah. Minute by minute, to make sure that I was doing that. I'm going to be doing it right because it's new to me. It's totally different, new way of doing it, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So the sand's in, the water is in, everything is in the tank. I'm just leaving it now for 48 hours. So 24, 48 hours, because what people don't do it. What people do is they cycle it, and then they take the bacteria in. But the reality of it, because I'm using live sand, is some things can be dead in the live sand. So when you add it in, it could already do an ammonia spike, in your tank. So I need to do a test before I tip the ammonia, before I tip the bacteria in, and then I can hopefully, if it's below, I think it's 4 ppm, I don't need to add any more ammonia, and then I can start the cycle. So hopefully then we should be good. But I've got some bacteria, some bio balls from Lee. So that's going to be a kickstart, to the tank as well, to be fair. So I've got them in a bag in the sump. So that's a bit of a thing. So I'm hoping that, fingers crossed, it 14 days, 10, 14 days, it should be done. You know what I mean? I'm hoping anyway, but you never know. Every tank is different, isn't it, mate? But so far, the tank is up. It's all doing well. Everything's no leak test. Done all the leak testing. Everything's fine. So the tank is running, and can't wait to get it going now, mate. Everything's fine.
Exciting time. I tell you what, that cabinet, I'm not being that was quite impressive what you did with that, to be fair. Most people just buy a cabinet or whatever. You did it from absolute scratch.
Absolute scratch, mate. And you know what? It was just your
woodwork skills were pretty good. Obviously, you passed woodwork at school because that was pretty.
Well, I worked at my granddad's kitchen company. My granddad had a kitchen company, mate. So I worked there for a year. Yeah, so theoretically, I could fit kitchens and stuff. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that sort of stuff. Cabinets and things.
I'm going to wrap your one series at Love to Reef, mate.
You dare
wood grain.
Well, you know what though. But to be honest, long since gone are the days of when, say for instance, a cabinet used to be dead cheap, where you could pick one up for 20 quid, 25 quid. I mean, even IKEA. I mean, I don't really buy things from IKEA, but I do believe that it used to be cheaper. Now you look on IKEA and some of them are 90, 80, 100 quid for a cabinet, a little small cabinet. Yeah. I'm and I literally did that cabinet for less than 50 quid. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was all in, mate. I think it was about, the MDF, I think it was 28 quid, and the wrap was the actual wrap was 8 quid. You know what I mean? And then the feet that you got on it was 4 quid. So I think it's 42 quid. It's just a bit of time and effort, and you just did it, mate. So and plus it was a bit of it looks good because it's near enough identical to the floor. You know what I mean? So I was pretty impressed with it, to be fair. That it turned out as good as it did. But
good.
I appreciate that, Jake. Appreciate that, mate. Anyway, let's have a look.
Can we just check the names on the wheels, Steve? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Make sure people's names are on there.
Send it over, mate.
Present, share screen. It should come on the screen, mate.
Yeah, it should come on here.
Share. It should be sharing.
1 minute.
You should be able. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
Just
so
let's everybody's on there. That's all.
Right, guys. So we'll leave the screen on. So if you want to just like have a quick look to make sure that you're all on it, yeah, just double check. Just check your name because we've got what time is it? I said 10:30 dinner, so it's you've got 3 minutes.
5 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes then.
And if you haven't entered, it's pink gone in the chat. We could still put you on.
Yeah. If you're not entered or your name's not on it, just comment below quickly. You got 3 minutes, 4 minutes to enter anyway. So yeah. And like Christian said, good luck to everyone. Absolutely.
There you go. There's another one.
Alex Brooks mentioned. Oh, there we go. Another one there, Jay. Yeah. Alex Brooks, love the Macna talks. Got to go one day. You know what? That is definitely on my bucket list. I've got to go. I've got to go to one of those Macnas. Got to. I mean, even if I just get a flight for 3 days or 4 days, I'm not bothered just to go and attend it. I've got to attend one of them because they just look fantastic. The only problem you have, though.
No pricey. I love that. No driving, no pricey. That is good. Have to get your car out. Haley.
You put Haley down.
Haley, no.
Haley. Matthew Hewitt, Pink Gunny. So yeah,
going to Macna though, definitely. You'd have to go with like 12, 15 travel mugs, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, mate. You know the only problem with it though is you'll be absolutely devastated because some of the corals that you see over there is like things that we can't get over there. You look at. I've watched that many of them, mate. You know, over the past like week or so. You know, my breaks and stuff, and I've just seen they've just been. I mean, from that Top Shelf Aquatics, he went round all the coral vendors, and I was like, what an hell. Some torches was just like mind blowing, mate. Like on another planet, I look at them and I go, what in the earth are those? You know, like certain corals you just can't get, you know, over here, or you don't see them.
Well, they can get all the scollies and all that kind of stuff.
That's what, they get totally. We can't get me
rainbow trackies and those that are banned in the UK. You can get very few.
Exactly.
Even something like a war paint scolly or something like that, you just can't. I can't remember the last time I saw a war paint scolly. Years. I know it's been a ban, but even if I go back before that, they're really rare anyway. Whereas years ago, you'd see quite a few of them knocking around.
I mean, don't they say the same as well? Don't they say, "Oh, you've got things like even like Canada when March comes over, it's like we don't get these in."
What they in America is mostly small frags. They don't get many when they come over and see the shops where people are actually selling colonies. Whereas they usually kind of get 1.5 inch frags. There is a difference in that you actually get decent sized corals. That's what they say anyway.
Yeah.
Christian's saying, I'll tell you now, Steve, we can get them all. Say it, right? Really? Well, I mean, because you see some corals over there, and I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I've never ever seen, no matter which shop you've been to, I've never seen anything like that. Never seen them online, you know, certain things. There was a torch there on one of them. I'm trying to think which one it was. And he was shocked. And it was $1,500 it was over there. So pretty expensive torch. But it looked like it had orange in it, greens, yellows. It looked like a rainbow one. It just looked like, I don't know if it was the filter on it or what. I don't know what they've done to it, but it just looks incredible. And I've never seen anything like that in my life, you know what I mean? So some of them, I mean, but obviously Christian, he's the man, he'll definitely know where it's being. And he's put as long as it's legal, mate. Obviously, well, for sure, mate.
It's got to be on it's got to be on CITES, hasn't it? So CITES applies, and depending on which country you're from, is what corals you can have.
Yeah, because interesting. When we went to Holland a couple of years ago, Duncan's were not on the list of. There was illegal corals. In the EU, so there was massive at Dijon. They had massive trays for the Duncans. They couldn't import them. Whereas of course we get them, and they're they're popular and not that expensive, are they? But they couldn't import them. So the different regions have different laws about what can and can't come in.
Wow, that's mad, isn't it? That's mad, mate. Right then, guys. So here we go then, yeah? So it's now 1:30. So everybody, good luck. I'll just zoom in. Let me just zoom into it. And yeah, there we go. So good luck, everyone. Jake, off you go.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's Scott. It's Scott. Is it Scott? Hidden Reefer. He's put Hidden Reefer.
Yeah, I think it should say Hidden Reefer. Yeah. Sorry,
mate. Scott.
Hidden Reefer UK.
Hey, congratulations, Scott. Scott is the winner.
Scott,
congratulations, Scott.
Well done, Scott.
Hidden Reefer. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Well done, my friend. Nice. So close, Hidden Rich. Reefer, he was very close, mate. Unlucky. Well done, Scott. Congratulations, pal.
Yeah, well done, mate.
So just
nice, lovely little gunny. That
make time to go over there and see Christian at Signature Frags and go and pick up your gun, mate.
Thank you.
It's great, but it's not because you just know you're going to spend more money.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Christian, as well. We do appreciate it. I know that's like the third or fourth giveaway.
For the live stream.
No, big shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
That.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
Yeah.
He was just saying he was looking for an excuse to get over. Well, you got an excuse there, mate. Well done. Well done, Paul.
Well done. Well done, Scott.
Well done.
For sure. So anyway, we've got 30 minutes, 65 people in the house. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity and time to do these giveaways, mate. Anytime. You're more than welcome. It's been a pleasure.
And I believe he's coming to Love to Reef, I believe, as well.
He is coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, good man.
That should be good.
Yeah, so that'll be really good. He's coming as like a hobbyist as well. He's coming just to enjoy the day.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
So how many times have you been to view the venue, Paul? Is it all getting ready, all set up? But it's getting ready to set up. And
I've been down there 4 or 5 times, and I've got to go down a couple more times just to set up some stuff and try some things out. I need to go and test the Wi-Fi, and hopefully it's better than mine.
Yeah. So is it both? Is it both of those rooms now? Remember when we was in the one room? So is it the one next door as well?
Yeah. So you got the one we was in last year. That's where all the vendors are. And then the one next door is where the talks will be, which makes it a little bit easier as well, because where people are talking and there's people at the vendors, there was quite a bit of noise. So that should make life easier for those people that are talking. Also, then if you want to speak to the vendors while the talk's on, you're not having to keep hush voice as well. So that should make life easier. It's just allowed us to put a lot more vendors in the hall, but it's full.
Still can't get them in though, because you said there's 3 or 4 that still can't squeeze in.
There was 5 that have approached and just can't. We just can't fit them in.
Yeah,
there is no.
Hey, get
room.
this one, Steve. There's going to be a raffle, but not a raffle. A tombola now in the poll. There is, isn't there? No word of a lie. That's exactly what's happening. There's a raffle, not a raffle, tombola happening.
A tombola out of a box.
Out of a box.
Tombola.
I'm not buying a tombola. My joke, you'd have you out the front, couldn't I? Turning it round, that'd be quite funny.
Yeah, we'll turn it.
You'd love that with your hat on.
I've got one I can get one from school if you need it.
You're gonna try it? If you bring it down, we'll use it.
Serious? I think we've got one. All schools have one for the PTA, don't they? Tombola.
I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Fetch it down, Jay. That'd be awesome. Fetch it down.
I'm gonna have to write a list of everything I'm bringing down, to be fair.
Tombola.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Quite a few bits. It would be good, wouldn't it? It'd be a good laugh.
It would be really good. Yeah.
Will there be a live stream on the front? That's a good question. So I don't think Paul. I don't know if Paul will be available.
I doubt it. I'll be around.
No.
I won't be home in time
to having his sleepover.
I've said to you, we'll do it.
I don't think.
I don't know about that. That could be pretty tough, couldn't it? To be fair.
From a pub? Are you serious, Tom? From an actual pub in Harlow? You can't do it.
There'll be me, Reef King, one I'm Reefer Lee, Drippy, Alex Brooks, Grumpy Reefer, Gareth.
I mean, it's a wicked lineup, but we won't be able to hear everything. That's probably
chaotic.
There's going to be at least 9 reefers on that live stream. So yeah, why not?
I mean, it'd be nuts, but you won't be able to hear everybody.
Oh, yeah, we won't be able to hear you, mate. It'd be crazy.
Let's put it on your channel, Tom, because someone was asking about Tom's channel.
Oh, God.
So just remind us how we find your channel again.
Oh,
if we do it on your channel, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that'll be my debut. That'll be the debut. I'll record it, shall I? Yeah.
So what we're saying, probably not then. I don't think we probably will.
Probably not. No.
Probably not.
Jez has put one of the big differences. US stores get a good coral color, got a good coral, color it up and work with it for perhaps a year before they frag, sometimes longer. A lot of coral in the UK comes and goes and they're never seen again. Valid point, mate. Valid point.
Yeah, valid point. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Gills, Paul, can we come down and get tickets on the day or question mark?
No, it's in advance. It just makes life a lot easier. So I know how many people are there and everything.
Yeah, if you haven't got a ticket, you're not coming in, Liam. Sorry.
Liam, if you want to message me, if you message me, if you want reserved, I can reserve one for you.
Yeah.
Cheers, Christian. Thanks,
Christian's going. She's got to go get the kids to sleep. Yeah. Cheers, Christian. Appreciate that, my friend. Thanks very much. Woody's Reef. Hey guys, bit late to the party. Evening, Rudder. What could go wrong in a pub in Harlow? Exactly, mate. What could go wrong? Yes. Very much so.
That would be carnage. That would be absolute chaos.
Oh, mate, yeah, it probably would.
I think we just got to. I think we just got to knock it on the head, that one, and go to the show. Get an early night. Get an early night and get off. Because you got to get down there, ain't you? And get to the show.
Yeah.
I still think at some point it'd be nice to do some sort of like. I know some people probably do Instagram, won't they? Like Instagram lives of it and stuff.
Lives.
Having a live. That would be cool, but I know you said the internet's not great. And stuff.
It would have to have decent cable Ethernet connection. You can't get it. It's a council-run building and trying to connect all to it. So I looked at it, but then you could live stream some of the talks and other stuff like that. So I'd love to do that, and also then potentially you could live stream someone in to have a panel from around the world or whatever it is on the screen and that kind of thing. That would be really good, but.
That would be really good, yeah.
You just can't get the connectivity to do it. So no point saying, you can do this, and all of a sudden it falls on its ass.
You can't, no.
So that's what I'd really like to do. That'd be really good just to stream someone in or people in.
It would.
There's enough people that we could probably get to stream in, which would be quite funny.
No live stream on the 17th. So we've got one next week. We've got 2 weeks? No, 1 week.
It's 3 weeks tomorrow.
3 weeks. 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got 2. And then
2 Fridays, and then
and then there's a gap.
Awesome. And then we'll have the post. We'll have the debrief. That'll be a good one. You'll be feeling so much better then, Paul, as well.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I do feel for you. If anybody's watching this, like Paul does it all on his own. Like none of us help him. None of us are involved in it.
No.
He literally does the whole thing on his own, which is phenomenal.
To be fair, all AAC has helped me in terms of getting a couple of the people to the show, in terms of some of the vendors. So he helps in that, and behind the scenes he helps and stuff like that. And they're selling some tickets in the shop as well. So he's definitely helped. So AAC have helped, and then the vendors help and other things and stuff like that. So by them being there and giving prizes and things. But in terms of the biggest issue I said before is selling the tickets, especially when I had that issue with Facebook, which still hasn't sorted it out. So that's been a real pain. But if to take away the ticket sales, that's about 80% of the time I spend on doing stuff from that. The rest of it is like 20%. But over the next couple of weeks, it'll go the other way around. That I need to focus more on some bits I need to sort out still, which on my list, so I'll get that done. But
no, it's a tough undertaking, mate. You know what? All respect, because I think
we appreciate it in the hobby. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. It's a tough ask.
Can I ask an important question about Love to Reef? What are the hospitality arrangements in terms of eating, drinking?
There is a cafe on site that does things like toasties, bacon sarnies, cappuccinos, that kind of stuff. I don't know if they do jacket potatoes. I can't remember. They do a really nice toasted sandwich, cheese and tomato with brown sauce. Lovely.
Yeah.
But don't eat it too quick. The brown sauce is red hot.
Just checking. Just checking. There are.
And there's a Mackie
Just checking what the facilities there are.
There's a Mackie D's about 3-minute drive as well. And the parking is free. So if you want to go Mackie D's and that, but the cafe on site's pretty good for the food.
It is good. And then there's 2 women that run it as well. There was when I was there, and they're dead friendly, dead nice. Like, you make you feel welcome. I went with Grumpy and we had a little sit down lunch. It was nice.
Oh yeah, and there's usually pick and mix. You like the sweets, didn't you? Some Haribos.
Oh, the pick and mix.
Oh yeah.
But Reef King's not allowed them because he just bounces around the hall like Tigger for the whole day. If you give him too many sweets, he's a nightmare.
And can I come in at 9? Is that okay?
You want to come in and film, don't you?
Yeah. Please. Bacon sandwich, 50 quid. It probably is down south. Probably is.
It's not that much. It's not bad, the price. I can't remember how much it is, but yeah.
If anybody else wants to join us, I think there's 10 of us so far that are going to the old Green Man, Arlo? Old Arlo?
I don't really know Arlo.
The old Green Man. They just call it the Green Man if it's a pub.
But it's old.
I don't know. It's a pub anyway, but there's 10 of us. If anybody else wants to tag along, let us know, because we can always add to the table. 7:30 on the Friday night for the sleepover that Jay's not allowed to come to.
I'm not been invited.
Thanks now.
Ye old green man. Oh no, that's.
I don't know. It's ye. I didn't say
ye.
Yay.
He's got his bell out. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The Green Man Hotel. The Green Man and Pub. Yeah, it's Green Man Pub.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. He's just confirming you're telling the truth there, Tom.
Yeah. Thanks for confirming that, because I was just going to meet a random 8 people. Anyway.
Last order's at 11 on a
No, but we've chosen a pub because if anybody else wants to come and just have a drink and they might have already had something to eat, then like Gareth says, Grub Reefer, just tag along. There's no invite, no ticket, just turn up. 7:30 onwards until last man standing.
Well, it's last order's at 11, and then you boys need to be in bed, get your sleep ready for the big day. don't want you going on a bar crawl.
Oh God, I don't know why, but I just know you'd end up in a onesie.
You've seen what I wear earlier in the stream.
You're wearing a thong with a Care Bear onesie over the top, probably. Anyway,
it'll be.
There you go. Join Tom.
Be good fun. Yeah. So
there's
your invite.
Yes,
absolutely.
I'll be bringing my camera too. Nice one, Liam.
So will I. I'll be bringing mine. Definitely be filming it. Can't miss this.
What do you think of that? What do you think of the highlight? Well, not highlights. What do you think of the sort of what's the word I'm looking for? The main event, Paul, for Love to Reef for people coming down. What do you think? I
think it depends. So if I look at what's happened last year, some people love the talks. Others it'll be the frag swaps. I think I've lost count. I don't
crazy,
know.
How many there are?
There must be at least 50 messages a day. I know people like John left, and some other people left because there's too many. I think we're up to about 60 swaps. And that could be multiple swaps.
There was a lot last year, though, wasn't there? I mean, those flag tags.
There's a lot more this year.
With people's swaps and stuff.
Yeah, there's loads going on, and there's quite a few people giving coals away as well. And they're talking about not just softies and zoas, and and also some hardy kind of beginner SPS as well. That a few people said, yeah, I'm almost doing like an annual fragging of Setosa or was it Blue Stylo, Hystrix. Those kind of ones are quite popular because they grow really quick, don't they? People just snapping pieces off, and some of them putting on frag plugs and stuff like that. And so I just got to make sure I've got enough tanks. That's probably one of the biggest headaches I've got, is have enough tanks so that everyone can keep their plugs in there. And there's that, and then there's some people just come in there, will just come just to mingle and have a laugh. And then others will they're topping up, getting some Gonioporas from Laura. I know a couple of people already said they want some Gonioporas from her. I'm interested to see what Paul does, because it wouldn't surprise me if Paul does something a bit different in the hole. So he's known for pulling in some unusual stuff and selling that. So let's face it, he's got a coral farm full of different stuff. And if you go in there, you'll miss some of the corals. So he's got, I think, 1 or 2 trays in the hole as well. So it depends really what you enjoy, really, Tom. Some people don't go anywhere near the talks because it's not their bag, and others will do a bit of this and a bit of that.
Well, I've just had an interesting message. I've just had an interesting message, Jay, on WhatsApp.
Oh, here we go. As soon as you say something to me, I know it's not serious. Right, go
on. I'll show you. I'll share the screen in a minute if you really want to, clarify the, authenticity of it.
Right.
It's from Mr. Pond, Mr. Christian Pond.
Oh God!
If Jay is up for
it, I thought he'd gone to bed anyway. I thought he'd gone to bed.
No, he's texting. But if Jay's up for it, I will join the sleepover at the pub on the Friday.
That's dangerous. That is dangerous.
Are you allowed?
Of course, I'm allowed.
I'd like to put Jay on the spot and ask him personally.
You know what he just said, mate?
I mean, you're not going to see my screen, are you? I don't have to turn the brightness down. I'll turn the brightness down.
Turn the brightness.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
I'd like to put Jay on the spot and ask, we driving down together, do I believe?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hey, fair play.
Go on, then.
I'll have to, I mean, I am in charge of that, but I just need to check.
I am in charge. I've just got to check.
Yeah. Cheers, Chris.
Fair play.
So you've got till, it's like the wheel of misfortune. You've got till 50 to answer that.
I'll message you, Christian. I'll let you know. Just one second.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers for that, mate. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I know it'd be good. I know it'd be good.
Be up for it, definitely. Tenor is so fast, the more the merrier.
They don't have John Smiths down south, that's for sure. They have all these.
You'll be fine. They've got
15 quid for a bottle.
Mate, they've got fruit shoots. You'll be fine.
So what about the that's what I wanted to ask. What about the news of the new Trident that's coming out and all these new gadgets that are coming out from Reefer Palooza? Do you see the new Trident, the MP one? That looks I mean, I think I'm gonna get that.
Sorry, Steve,
I'm gonna get that.
Lee One Arm Reefers just put, if Jay comes down, I'll chip him for his meal.
Have a whip round.
Hey, can't argue with that then, Jay.
He'll be sat at the end of the table with colouring book crayons a lot with his fingers.
Exactly, meal.
As long as he's got eye chair, get eye chair out, I'll be there.
Sorry, Steve. Yeah. Anyway, no, I agree. Trident, yeah, definitely.
And the new DOS.
Yeah, the new DOS looks quite good, doesn't it?
That looks really good. Yeah.
And also it can dose continuous dose up to a certain number of milliliters per day, don't it? So they must have improved the drive on it and the head on it. Yeah. And also because they are noisy, because I've been using them for years, as you know. They are noisy when they start working, those DOS. If you want something on a continuous, you really don't want it groaning on like it does. So it looks pretty good. Both of them do.
Yeah. It does definitely. I mean,
I saw the video of Reefer Palooza of them.
Do you know what's refreshing?
I mean, for me,
compared to other brands, is they've not done what other people have done. They've not tried to reinvent the current product. They've just added to the current product that works. Which for people like me that have already got a Trident, it's like hallelujah, because it means I don't have to sell that and then go and buy another product. I can buy that as an add-on as and when I can afford it. Whereas so many other brands go, oh, like an iPhone or whatever analogy you want to use. Oh, this year it's this, and this year it's that, and it's like, well, you've just absolutely taken out all the profit I would have got. Not that there's much if I was ever to sell it second hand, because you brought out another version that happens to be better than the one that you brought out earlier because you were too focused on bringing it to market too soon to make your money back on your R&D or whatever. So it's quite refreshing that somebody's just gone, oh, we can add this and make your life easier if you can afford it or when you can afford it.
It's a really good point. They're putting the ecotech technology into the DOS. So because they're all owned by the same company, aren't they? So they're just sharing around the technology now, which is pretty good. Because those Versa pumps have gone down pretty well. So it's probably the technology out the Versas, I'm assuming. And using that as the dosing heads in that. But I've got to say, those, I mean, I've had the Doser, the Gen 1 for years. I mean, they're brick, I mean, they're massive and they're too big, but they're really durable. As I say, I've had mine for running for almost come up to 9 years this year, and I've only had to change one of the heads. So from a Doser point of view, it's brilliant.
Yeah, and they're worth the money, and that's I know that, like you say, they're expensive, but they're well worth the money, aren't they?
I think so.
You know, in terms of like durability.
Yeah, if you're not worried about the size of them and you got the space, then I'd go for a Doser every time because it works so well with the Apex as well.
I think Lee was saying to me that's what I mean. Lee, because you've seen Lee tanks, haven't you? Because I have as well. He was just saying that I think the new one's going to be a lot quieter. Is that right? Because he was saying they were quite noisy, the current ones.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be really, really quiet. Like Paul says, to be honest, and I think that's probably like you said, that really they probably use the technology from Ecotech in terms of the Versa pumps because they are deadly silent, mate. You can't hear them. You can only hear them if they go in like full blast. But even then, it's just a hum. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming they probably, like you said, put some of those Versa pumps maybe into them, or messed around in that sense because they are supposed to be really quiet. Those are it. But like I said, I mean, for me, I mean, obviously, me. I've got 5 wired up on my all drilled, ready to be all set to ready to run in eventually. You know what I mean, on mine, and I've got the Trident, obviously. Now, so I will get the new one, the new MP one, when that comes out for sure. That is a must. But a lot of people are saying like, don't expect it soon because the demand for them are crazy. I believe the demand.
It'll be like I said, it'll be like a PS5. They'll be all selling on eBay more than you can buy them from shop. 100%.
They will do, That's what people will do. 100%. They'll buy them and then they'll just, like I said, put them on eBay. Sell them for another 200-300 quid on top. Do you know what I mean? That's for sure. But I definitely. I mean, there's loads of different ones. Like I said, there's that one, and then there's the Kamoa. Is it the Kamoa Reef Master Spa? That one there, and then there's the Hydros one. Is it the Hydros Maven or Maven, whatever it's called? That one's out in it as well. So, but they're more the Hydros one. I think it's more for America, isn't it? I've never really seen them over here, have you? You know those ones. To be fair, so I don't know.
Jay,
but I'm going to stick to what I know.
Kate says you're allowed as long as you're tired of your bedroom the night before.
What are you on about? What are you on about there? Who's that?
Your Mrs. Kate. She says you're allowed to come and stay over as long as you're tired of your bedroom the night before.
Get out of it. You've not got my missus' number. You've not got my missus' number. So
he got it from Ross.
Ross has, I think, or Ross.
That's why I said it.
Remember that video? He got that with my missus on it. I was like, yeah, you haven't got it, so I know that for sure.
She's just texted me saying it's okay as long as he tidies his bedroom, puts his toys away the night before he can go. So that's what she's put.
And eats his greens.
Eats his greens.
Oh, mate.
Oh, dear.
Let's have a look.
I love hanging out with you, Tom. It's brilliant.
Who stocks them in the UK? They're not out. He's talking about the Maven, innit? Yeah, the Mavin by Hydros. Yeah, they're not out.
I don't know who the distributor is. If there is a UK distributor, I don't know.
No, I don't think there is. Is there? Jez has put, might have a little surprise for Love to Reef if the stars align. Oh,
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. One on Reef. Good luck. Hidden Reef UK. They're not available. Absolutely, they're not. Yeah, they're not even been released though. I think they're being made. Is it the end of? I thought he said the end of the year. 2024 on that.
You're talking about Trident or
the Mavin,
Hydros?
The Mavin by Hydros. I think I think it's by the end of the year. I watched it on that Reeferpalooza. It is definitely. He said it's either by the end of the year or 2025.
The demand in America will be horrendous.
Yeah, they are. It's the end of the year or 2025. They said they'd be out. I remember watching it. In fact, I watched it yesterday on the thing. So it's a long time. And like I said, I don't even think I've never even seen them over in the UK anyway. Those things, to be honest. Let's have a look. Hidden Reef, Exodus. If there's demand, they will get them as a distributor. Well, yeah, absolutely, they will be. But they will. Yeah, but I mean, they're only a small company, then, though, aren't they? They're not a massive, huge company. Hydros, to be fair, are they? Let's be. Yeah, they're not a massive company because the guy was saying like they're concentrating. Yesterday on the video I watched yesterday, it was that that what's the guy? Is it Mr. Saltwater Tank? Mr. Saltwater Tank. Yeah, he was the one. He interviewed the guy, the one of the managers or the owner of it. On one of the things at Reefapalooza, he was saying there that it's going to be out at the end of the fourth quarter or the beginning of 2025. But I'm assuming that they're probably just concentrating on the American market first. Because like I said, it tests for everything, doesn't it? I believe it even tests for iron and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a pretty decent one.
I'm not knocking it. It looks like some DJ equipment you used to buy from Tandy.
It does, yeah. It's handy. It does.
It's handy.
It does, mate. You're right. It does. It absolutely does. But you know what though? Like, have you noticed though? Like the actual socket, the actual plugs that you plug into. You know what I mean? It's like you said, they're all open, aren't they? There's no covers on them or anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, like phone. Yeah, but they all just open. It just looks like something's. Yeah, I don't know what I make of it, to be honest. But if it works. And they say that what do you call it? They've got loads of different features, on them. Like it blows air through the pipes. That's what he says. It blows air through the pipes to get rid of any other reagents that's in it. You know what I mean? So it's all new technology. But my take on it. If there's any technology that can work, and that I don't have to test it manually, then I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
When you used to have an house party at 90s, though, and all kids would nick all bulbs off local Christmas tree, all different coloured bulbs.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Sorry, we digress.
The Grumpy Reef, Jay, if you come the night before, you're going to have to swing by mine first to make the drop off.
Well, that's it. I'm bringing 2 corals down. How am I going to do that? Just put it in the bloody hotel bath or something. How am I supposed to keep them warm?
Which 2 are you bringing down?
I'm bringing one for you. I'm bringing one for Grumpy.
Yeah. Well, fetch Grumpy's down, and I'll come and get mine.
Am I supposed to bring one for Darren as well? I'm not sure. I think I'm bringing one for Darren as well.
Yeah.
That's 3 corals.
I could come and get mine whenever. Kate will fetch mine round. It's fine.
Who is? Who can bring yours round?
Kate will fetch mine round. It's fine.
Right then. So we're nearly at the end. Well done for hosting. Appreciate it, Joe. Great again. John, appreciate it, mate. Yeah, tune in. Don't forget, tune in to Parker's Reef. Lease Tank, so it's on at 15:15. Yeah, I'm going to watch that for sure. Definitely. Let's have a quick look. I hope ABC Reagents do the reagents for Trident MP. I'm sure they will, mate, because they're doing for the Trident, so I can't see why not. And yeah, my mining for the end of the year. but as say, not available in the UK. Absolutely. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, I think we're up to date with everything, to be honest. Ayla, thanks for the stream, guys. Have a great weekend. Yeah. So once again, guys, appreciate you joining us. Once again, if you've not got your tickets, go see Paul. But I think a lot of you guys have already got them. So yeah,
absolutely. Thank you.
Exactly. So if not, go see Paul. And yeah, congratulations to Scott. Go pick your Gonny up from Christian. Sure. And yeah, appreciate it, Christian, for the giveaway, mate. It's much appreciated. And as always, guys, we'll see you on the next live stream. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. See you later.